A national disaster declared as heavy rains caused disastrous flooding in Trinidad. And in sport, the Windies ODI captain hails his batsmen despite a series opener loss to India. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Monday, October 22. I'll be back with the details after the break. We begin in Trinidad and Tobago, where massive flooding over the weekend affected thousands of residents. Many of whole families' housing lost everything as their homes were inundated by flood waters. Now, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has declared a national disaster and will seek Cabinet's approval for $25 million TT dollars to help those affected by the flooding that was caused by heavy rainfall over 3 days. The Ministry of Finance has also requested the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, CCRIF rather, to urgently disburse funds under the country's catastrophe insurance policy. In the interim, it's making internal arrangements to ensure that regional corporations, the Defense Force and Protective Services, the relevant ministries with responsibility for disaster management, social services and health care, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management and other relief agencies are funded as a priority so citizens directly affected will receive the help they urgently need. The rains, which pounded the Twin Island Republic since last Thursday as a result of interaction between a low-pressure system and the Intertropical Convergence Zone, caused widespread flooding, shutting down highways and causing rivers to overflow their banks. But Communications and National Security Minister Stuart Young said government had not declared today a national shutdown and appealed to workers who are able to do so to report for duty. He said authorities will assess the extent of the damage caused by the floods from today. Education Minister Anthony Garcia said a number of schools being used as shelters would remain closed and that efforts would be made to have them return to a state of normalcy as soon as possible. Meanwhile, opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar did not agree with government's decision not to declare a national shutdown.
It's a hard call for a government to make because a government may not want to preside over the shutting down of the country. However, given the fact that there's still people stranded, there's still a high level of water in many places, that the highway in some parts remain unpassable, and more rain is coming, more flooding is starting to be something, for example, in Maraval and Diego Martin, the rivers there are really overflooded, which may give cause for concern in those areas, in addition to the ones that we saw during the day yesterday and today. Many of the persons who have to go to work would come from affected areas as well, and it would be extremely difficult for them to turn up to work.
In other news now, shareholder governments of regional airline Liat are meeting in St. Vincent today to discuss the future of the airline. A government statement said the meeting will discuss a number of options intended to secure the future viability of the Antigua-based regional carrier. The talks are being held ahead of the meeting of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States leaders tomorrow. Now, Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell said the Liat talks could be a defining moment for the future of the airline as discussions are held on the varying roles of shareholder governments, stakeholders and the private sector. He said the underlying premise of the discussions is that traveling public the traveling public must be better served and intra-regional travel encouraged. Haiti's government is denouncing images on social media showing the bodies of dead people being thrown into a garbage truck as a ploy to paint the country as supporting police brutality. In a statement, the Ministry of the Interior blamed political opponents of the government for circulating the videos, and law enforcement agencies were ordered to deal with the situation without delay. In the meantime, the ministry is urging the population to remain calm. Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
Yeah, luggage is overweight. Yeah, luggage is overweight. How much I must pay?
No, you can't do it like that. You'll have to take some of the things out of the suitcases and put in a box or something.
You know, you're a wicked woman. A wicked fat woman.
Do you want a boxer?
Box me now? You think so you're helping me strike me? Try a box.
Barbados, it's time to laugh again. Get yourselves ready for the Caribbean's funniest men and women. Fast Promotions annual Caribbean Comedy Explosion. Saturday, October 27th, Sir Garfield Sobers Gymnasium, 8 p.m. Get your early bird tickets now and pay $60 before all are sold out at ticketlinks.com. All Ticket Links outlets nationwide. Jeans Inc. Sheraton, CS Pharmacy, Rubis Waldy, and Eddie Supermarket, Spicetown.
I come in here as a loner. I know you spot me from far.
West Indies captain Jason Holder has praised his side's improved batting effort despite them suffering an 8-wicket drubbing in the opening of the one-day international of the 5-match series against India on Sunday. Sent in at the Barsapa Cricket Stadium, West Indies marched into an impressive 322 for 8 of their 50 overs, only the 4th time they have surpassed the 300-run mark since the 2015 World Cup. They were led by 21-year-old left-hander Shimron Hetmyer, who shone brightest with 106, while opener Kieron Powell chipped in with a fluent 51 and Holder 38. Hetmyer, who faced 78 deliveries and struck 6 fours and 6s, put on 74 for the 5th wicket with Rovman Powell before adding a further 60 for the 6th wicket with Holder. Now, Holder said following the match that he was extremely pleased with how the guys went out and batted, and he gave credit to Shimron Hetmyer for his 100. He said, quote, "It's always good to see a young player coming in and doing well. Obviously, Kieron Powell got us off a pretty good start, as well as pretty much everyone chipped in from the lower half down," end quote. Now, Holder said it was crucial the Windies took a new look at their bowling plans before the next ODI in Visakhapatnam on Wednesday. And heavy and persistent rainfall, which caused severe flooding across Trinidad and Tobago over the weekend, led to the abandonment of 2 Group A matches in the regional Super 50 yesterday. The matches between Trinidad and Tobago Red Force and Canada at Queen's Park Oval in the capital, Port of Spain, and West Indies B and the Guyana Jaguars at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in the southern community of Tarouba were called off. Now, the result meant that the Jaguars and Red Force finished in the top 2 positions respectively in Group A and will advance to the semi-finals of the tournament to be contested this coming Thursday and Friday at Kensington Oval in Barbados. And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.